Mustafa Mahmoud was born in 1921 in Egypt. After graduating from the Faculty of Medicine at Cairo University, he began working as a doctor. Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud also used his skills to help the poor people of Egypt who could not afford medical treatment, and he opened a free clinic known as the Al-Kawthar Medical Center in Giza. He began writing in the Al-Tahrir magazine, where he criticized the corruption of the Egyptian government and their inability to provide basic services to the people. Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud criticized the regime of President Jamal Abdel Nasser and stated, "For 20 years, Abdel Nasser lived in empty media hype and failed propaganda and socialist projects. Then he woke up to a backbreaking defeat, an economic collapse, 100,000 dead under the sands of the Sinai, and military equipment turned into scrap. The country was lost and the citizen was also lost. Citizens were unable to raise their heads from the overflowing sewage system, from fear of the intelligence services, from the sword of censorship, and from the eyes of the police. An atmosphere was created in which only a hypocrite could flourish. The slogan became obedience and loyalty before knowledge and competence, and values deteriorated. During the reign of President Anwar Sadat, Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud was offered a government position, but he refused. He stated, "If the lust for power becomes the dream of a Muslim, he will lose his religion before he reaches the throne." Mustafa Mahmoud also spoke out against Anwar Sadat's peace treaty with Israel. He stated, "What did the Arabs gain from the peace treaty? The Israeli usurpers shake hands and sign a document so that the looted land will remain under their control. This pride in sin comes from American and Western support, nuclear weapons, and also from Arab weakness, humiliation, fragmentation, and Islamic decline. What good are a billion Muslims without a voice equal to their number?" Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud also criticized other corrupt leaders in the Arab world. He stated that Saddam Hussein was being used by America to threaten and bully other Muslim countries such as Iran, and he also criticized the Syrian dictatorship of Hafiz al-Assad and mocked his fake elections, in which he won 99.99% of the votes. Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud continued to criticize the government in newspaper articles and television programs, and he continued his anti-Zionist stances during the reign of President Hosni Mubarak. He spoke out against the Egyptian government's decision to support the United States in the Gulf War, and he also wrote many books criticizing pro-Israeli Egyptian policy. As a result, President Hosni Mubarak banned his articles from being published due to Israeli and American pressure. Throughout his life, Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud wrote many books, including his book on the life of the Prophet, as well as many books criticizing Western ideologies such as atheism, Marxism, and Darwinism. Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud passed away in October 2009.